Hey guys, I'm doing a recipe here, and this is just some simple butter steak, and I'm going to add my barbecue southwestern seasonings that I made, and this cooks pretty fast. So just turn it over because it's getting, it's thin. And I have it in a little tiny bit in canola oil. You can use olive oil, any oil you want to. Sprinkle a little bit more on the other side. Now what I'm going to do is, after I cook the steak, like I said, you cook it on each side, make sure it's completely cooked through and not pink or anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to do these fast pasta roni, garlic and olive oil vermicelli, which is a very thin noodle with garlic and olive oil seasonings. I'm going to do this together with the steak, and this is just a quick meal. This is not like a homemade recipe, anything like that. So later on, when these are cooking down more, you'll notice they shrink a little bit, and they're very thin things of strips of butter steak. They're very tender and delicious, especially if you marinate the steak. If you want to marinate it, that's fine. You could put any seasonings you want to, any flavoring that you like. You could just put simple salt and pepper, whatever. I just put a little bit of my barbecue seasoning in this container. And I made this myself. It has sazon and cumin, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, southwestern seasonings, and brown sugar, and paprika, a little bit of parsley, different things like that. I forgot the whole mix of this. I always change it up. But I just put it all in this container just to reuse it up. No big deal. And it gives it a lot of flavor. And I think I have a little bit of mustard in there also. And you could create your own seasonings too. If you don't know how to, you go look in cookbooks or Google or Pinterest or whatever you want to do. And they give you all types of recipes to make your own sauces and marinades. You could make your own rubs for your meat and things like that. And I just had an extra box of brown sugar one day, and I had so many seasonings, and I combined it, different flavors of the different seasonings that I had, and I created that delicious, it's like a southwestern barbecue-y, hickory smoked, really good flavored, delicious seasoning. So I just use that a lot in my videos. When I do other cooking videos, I do other spices sometimes, and I'll show you that. But right now I'm just using that because it's right there. Okay, so see how the liquid's coming out. It's getting more thinner, shrinking more a little bit, and it's very delicious. So cook this until it's completely through, and I'll show you how to do the rest. Okay, so now it's still cooking, and see how it's pink? Just turn it over. Make sure you completely cook it through. Very delicious. When this is completely cooked, I'm going to put it aside in this bowl. And then the juices from the steak and the seasonings and the flavors, I'm going to leave it in the pan. And it's only like a little teaspoon of canola oil that I put in here. So mainly all the stuff that you see is all juices from the meat and my seasonings. And that'll bring the pasta even more flavor. Okay, so on the back of these boxes here, I know how to do everything quick, but for some people that don't understand how to make the pasta roni, or they never tried it before or whatever, it says you just get 2 teaspoons of margarine and some water. And these are the packages that it comes with, which is the garlic herb flavoring. So, I'm going to show you how that's done in a minute. And I'll show you how to put it together. Okay guys, so this is completely done. And see how it's glazed, how you say it? It has like a glaze to it from the delicious seasoning. And it's completely cooked through. So I'm just going to put it in this bowl right here. You can also cut it up in strips if you want. With this kind of the quick pasta roni that you buy in the store, you could put shrimp or vegetables if you want. Instead of steak, if you don't like steak, you could just put, you know, like chicken or pork or ham, whatever. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of water. And see how all the flavorings come up? Okay, now I added 2 tablespoons of butter. Now what I'm gonna do is, add a little package of the sazon, which is like an orangey coloring from the enchonte seed. It's just a little tiny bit of seasoning, just to give it a little bit of color and flavor. You don't have to put this if you don't want to. Make sure the butter melts and the water gets to a really hot boil. Then I'm gonna add some onion powder just for a little bit of flavoring in it. Now you don't have to. The seasoning comes with a lot of flavor, but it's not. You know, if you make it by itself in the box, it's kind of plain looking, like plain tasting. So I always add a little bit of onion to it, just to give it a little kick, and it tastes more delicious. So you just add the onion powder and you stir it. Now I'm gonna add the 2 packages that came in the thing is the garlic herb, and I believe it has parsley in it. And this is the second package. Stir it together like this. Make sure there's no lumps or anything in there. Now you cook this uncovered. You do not put a lid on this one. And this is a fast. So you add the vermicelli, which is a really thin spaghetti type of noodle. It's not like an angel hair. Angel hair is more thinner. So this is the 1 package. So just press it down like that. It's going to start to get really soft. And you got to eyeball it. You got to keep stirring it with the fork. And then this is the other package. So all the flavoring, the juices, everything, it will start to get really soft. And then you let it get to a boil. Cook it down for 8 to 10 minutes until it's al dente, till it's dried up really good, but not overly done. And I'll show you how it's done when I'm finished. Okay, now it's starting to get to a boil. It's boiling. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit more water. Because if you don't have enough water, it'll get like too dried up and it won't like completely cook through. You need enough liquids to cook and make the pasta soft and absorb. So it smells delicious already. So like I said, cook this for 7 to 10 minutes. Until all of it's really soft and is all mixed up, you know, and the pasta's completely cooked through and the sauce soaked in and it's very delicious. And then you add the steak. And you could throw in some vegetables if you want to. But if you don't want no vegetables, you just want it plain, you know, you could just make it straight from the box. Make sure the spaghetti's not stuck together. Just add a little tiny bit more water. I think that's good. Okay. And then I'll show you the finished product when the food is done. Now it's almost done. See how it's tender? And the liquid is almost absorbed into it. Wait till it gets more thicker, more softer, and the sauce is more soaked into the pasta. And just keep eyeballing it and then turn the flame off. Let it sit there for like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5. And then it'll be al dente really perfectly. And then I serve it with this stripped butter steak that I did. And you can also put it on top and let it sit there and soak up the juices. Yep, and that's it. Just like that. This is a good quick meal. And it's very flavorful. So if you like this stuff, you ever try it, buy it. They have them in all different supermarkets. And yeah, it's a good quick meal. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more of my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe. And like I said, thank you for watching. Bye.